Ah, you're back. So, how went your first real contract? A bit more exciting than what Nazir's been offering, I'd wager? Of course, dear, of course. And from what my little ravens tell me, you handled yourself quite well. Now, I need your assistance with a matter of a more personal nature. It's Cicero. Ever since he arrived, his behavior's been... well, erratic would be an understatement. I do believe he is truly mad, but it's worse than that. He's taken to locking himself in the Night Mother's chamber and talking to someone in hushed but frantic tones. Who is he speaking with? What are they planning? I fear treachery. You must understand. If Cicero is turning the others against me, against us, our family would not survive such division. Dear brother, I need you to steal into that chamber and eavesdrop on their meeting. It'll be no use clinging to the shadows. They'll see you for sure. No, you need a hiding place. Somewhere they'd never think to look. Like inside the Night Mother's coffin. They'll never think to check it. Who in their right mind would hide inside? Now go, before they meet, and report back to me with whatever you learn. I don't believe so, but I'll be able to instruct you further after you've returned from the chamber. It depends on what you learn. And make haste. You must be in place before Cicero and his ally arrive. They could be planning another meeting any time. Go, quickly. Hide in the coffin before Cicero and the traitor meet.
Are we alone? Yes. Yes! Alone! Sweet solitude! No one will hear us, disturb us. Everything is going according to plan. The others, I've spoken to them, and they're coming around, I know it. The wizard Festus Crex. Perhaps even the Argonian and the Unchild. What about you? Have you spoken to anyone? No? No, of course not. I do the talking, the stalking, the seeing, and the saying. And what do you do? Nothing! Not that I'm angry. No, never. Cicero understands. Cicero always understands. And obeys. You will talk when you're ready, won't you? Won't you? Sweet Night Mother.
Poor Cicero, dear Cicero, such a humble servant, but he will never hear my voice, for he is not the listener.
Oh, but how can I defend you? How can I exert your will if you will not speak to anyone?
Oh, but I will speak. I will speak to you, for you are the one. Yes, you. You who shares my iron tomb. who warms my ancient bones, I give you this task. Journey to Wallenroad. Speak with Armand Mortier.
Poor Cicero has failed you. Poor Cicero is sorry, sweet mother. I've tried so very hard, but I just can't find the listener.
Tell Cicero the time has come. Tell him the words he has been waiting for all these years. Darkness rises when silence dies.
What? What treachery? Defiler! Debaser and defiler! You have violated the sanctity of the Night Mother's coffin! Explain yourself! Speak, worm! She spoke to you? More treachery. More trickery and deceit! You lie! The Night Mother speaks only to the listener! And there is no listener! She said that. She said those words. To you. Darkness rises when silence dies. But those are the words, the binding words, written in the keeping tomes. The signal so I would know. Mother's only way of talking to sweet Cicero. Then it's true. She's back. Our Lady is back. She has chosen a listener. She has chosen you. All hail the listener.
By Sithis, this ends now! Back away, fool! Whatever you've been planning is over! Are you all right? I heard the commotion. Who was Cicero talking to? Where's the accomplice? Reveal yourself, traitor!
I spoke only to the Night Mother! I spoke to the Night Mother, but she didn't speak to me! Oh, no! She spoke only to me! To the listener!
What? The listener? What are you going on about? What is this lunacy?
It's true! It's true! The Night Mother has spoken! The silence has been broken! The listener has been chosen!
When I heard Cicero screaming, I knew you'd been discovered. I feared the worst. Are you all right? Then what in Sithis' name is going on? Cicero spoke to the Night Mother, but she spoke to you? Is this just more of the fool's rambling? What? So Cicero wasn't talking to anyone else? Just the Night Mother's body? And the Night Mother who, according to everything we know, will only speak to the person chosen as listener, just spoke. Right now. To you? By Sithis. And? What did she say? Armand Mortier? I have no idea who that is. But Wallenrood, that I have heard of. And I know where it is. No. No! Listen, I don't know what's going on here, but you take your orders from me. Are we clear on that? The Night Mother may have spoken to you, but I am still the leader of this family. I will not have my authority so easily dismissed. I need time to think about all this. Go see Nazir. Do some work for him. I'll find you when I'm ready to discuss the matter further. This is all just too much too fast. Go get some work from Nazir. I need time to...
Does death not come to us all? Is it not a certainty? I am therefore honored to be Doom's herald, to play some part in a being's inevitable end.
You reek of death, my friend. I salute you. So many contracts, so little time. Well then, your timing couldn't be better. As it turns out, I've got 2 new contracts. One rather easy assignment, and another that should prove quite a challenge. Your first target is an orc bard named Lurbuk. The other is a vampire by the name of Hearn. Happy hunting. He's a vampire and has blended into human society for years. He's never far from his female companion, Hurt, also a vampire. The contract is for the male Hearn, but you'll probably have to contend with the female too. So for Sithis' sake, watch yourself. He is, by all accounts, the worst bard in all of Skyrim. Apparently, so many people sought his death, Astrid had to hold a lottery to determine the client. You've got people to kill, my friend. Best get to it.
Don't let my appearance throw you off. I'm older than you. A lot older. Getting bitten by a vampire when you're 10 will do that to a girl.
I'm a swordman. The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. You think you've got what it takes? Our headquarters is so.
You ask me, Oh, well, you know. A bit of this, a bit of that. They haven't made me a guard, even though I've been asking. So I'll take odd jobs. Anything that comes along for now. All right, then.
Well, aren't you the handsome one? You and I should spend some time together.
I'm not one for talk.
The people here work so hard, and they never allow themselves a moment of fun. It's such a pity. They don't last long.
What a display of color. Hrogar's house? It burned down not too long ago. It's a real pity about his wife and kid. The screams woke half the town. Most folk won't go near it now for fear it's cursed. Hrogar claims it was a hearth fire. Some folks say Hrogar started it himself. That's what they say. See, he's living with Alva now. That started the day after the fire. It ain't right moving in with a new love the day after your kin die like that. Aye, our Jarl would sure like to know if he did, though. Might even pay to find out. Slow. Few enough reasons to pass through Morthal before the war started. Now, well, let's just say the front door doesn't get much use. Here. Take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. see ya.
Is the line for my next performance starting already? Come on. Don't be shy. Plenty of room for everyone. All right. How about this? Shadows creep, and phantoms leap. A man... Brilliant. I know. It's a gift.
fishing in these parts for years.
Can't a woman get a moment to herself? Leave me!
Last warning. Leave now.
You're not
No
supposed
more.
to be...
I yield.
Victory is yours! I submit!
Please, don't kill me. Do your work.
You won't get the best of me!
Mercy. You won't get the best of me. The best you can do. I cannot best you.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief. Disrespect. It's bad luck to talk about. Jarl's been looking for someone who ain't superstitious, though. Be looking for a fool if you ask me.
If you've business with the Jarl, I'd ask that you speak to... Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here's your reward. Ah, you saw that, did you? Life in Morthal has been troubled lately. The people are uncertain, restless. They merely look to the Jarl for leadership. There's news of rebellion against the Empire. Strange noises have been heard in the marshes at night. And then, the tragedy with Hrogar's home. The men simply seek wisdom. Everything will be fine. I'll take my leave then.
So, life has brought you to Morthal, and to me. Hrogar's house fire? Hell, he lost his wife and daughter in the blaze. My people believe it to be cursed now. Who am I to gainsay them? Hrogar blames his wife for spilling bear fat in the fire. Many folk think he set the fire himself. Lust can make a man do the unthinkable. The ashes were still warm when he pledged himself to Alva. On rumor and gossip? No, but you, a stranger, might find the truth for us. Sift through the ashes that others are too fearful to touch. See what they tell you. Should you prove him guilty or innocent, I will reward you. Hrogar's fate is in your hands.
Everything's all right? Let me get... Someone stole your sweet roll.
We need to talk. Look, something is happening here. I'm not sure entirely what that something is, but... well, we need to find out. If the Night Mother really did give you an order to talk to a contact, we'd be mad to ignore it. And I think we'd both agree, Cicero's brought quite enough madness to this sanctuary. So go. Go to Vollenrud. It's a crypt, pretty far to the northeast. Talk to this Armand Motier, and let's see where all this leads,
Still? Wonderful. The only good bard is a dead one as far as I'm concerned. All that singing and mirth. Your payment, as per the usual. No sarcasm this time. You faced a vampire and lived to tell the tale. Well done. And if you contracted Sanguinare Vampiris, be sure to get that taken care of. Else you'll end up like our own Babette. Unless, of course, that was your goal all along. Here's your payment. You've got people to kill, my friend. Best get to it.
Need something?
I want your sellswords out of my mind.
Watch your tongue, native. We'll leave when we're sure there's no Forsworn here.
Oh, and when would that be, I wonder? When I sell my land to the Silverbloods?
The Silverbloods have made you a very generous offer for this pile of dirt. I suggest you take it. The mine is closed. Get lost. And what's that have to do with me? Forsworn attacked a while back. Jarl had no men to spare, so the Silverbloods generously offered to send us to clean things up. We just want that old native to hand over his land in payment for our services. Then we'll leave, and everyone can get back to work. Right. Until next time.
Mr. I think you might be looking for Enman. See ya.
You're not from here, and we don't need to be talking. Damn it, man, are you trying to taunt us? Our daughter, Fiotra, was taken from here. The Forsworn descended, and they didn't touch anything else, just our little girl.
You wouldn't understand, Lash.
It was the Forsworn from Broken Tower. Never been much trouble before. What's it to you?
So, I'll remember that next time
She...
we're in the mine tunnel.
Really? Well, that's... I wouldn't have dreamed. Of course we need her in Markarth, then. I'll come with you.
I'm just not smart enough to answer your questions.
You're probably right. Just hurry, please. Who knows what those things are doing to her?
The good mine is closed and the other mine has no ore. Gods have cursed me.
never should have come here.
Just a scratch.
Huh?
Do your worst.
all.
Thought I...
Just give up! Just a scratch! Forward, forward, forward!
I cannot rescue!
Are you one of them? Please don't hurt me. Then it's true what they said. I'm touched by the gods. I've heard stories about the wonders of the great temple in Markarth, but I never dreamed that I would even get to see it. I am honored to be called for this duty. Please, lead on. Ah! Dead body! I hope we reach Markarth soon.
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver. I am your sword and your shield.
Thank you again for resolving my... We have a cozy little profit? Here, this is your share, love. Goodbye, my love. Thank you again for resolving my problem.
Let's see those Stormcloaks try to break into this game.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
Out of my way, outsider.
Be careful.
Need something?
You found her. I can't believe it. Let the girl come with me and we can begin her preparation. I will send word to her family that she is in good hands. You've truly earned the blessing of Dibella, child. Prostrate yourself before her altar, and she will bestow her gift. Yes, I haven't got all day.
Yes?
Out of my way, outsider.
Silverblood family will be heard.
You've actually done it.
It doesn't matter
Found the
if they
Sibyl of
I'm
Dibella.
Igmund's uncle.
fight them where they live.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Have letters to read.
Stupid dog.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
By the almighty divines, you've come. You've actually come. This dreadful black sacrament thing. It worked. Yes, so it would seem. Well, I won't waste your time. I would like to arrange a contract. Several, actually. I dare say, the work I'm offering has more significance than anything your organization has experienced in, well, centuries. As I said, I want you to kill several people. You'll find the targets as well as their manners of elimination quite varied. I'm sure someone of your disposition will probably even find it enjoyable. But you should know that these killings are but a means to an end, for they pave the way to the most important target. The real reason I'm speaking with a cutthroat in the bowels of this detestable crypt, for I seek the assassination of the Emperor. Oh, wonderful. You don't know how happy I am to hear you say that. So much has led to this day. So much planning and maneuvering. It's as if the very stars have finally aligned. But I digress. Here, take these to your superior. Rexus, the items.
Here. Here.
The sealed letter will explain everything that needs to be done. The amulet is quite valuable. You can use it to pay for any and all expenses.
I'm right behind you. How can I serve you, my Thane? You lead, I'll follow.
Is there something else you need? Is there something else you need? Is there something else you need?
Best you can do.
spell? Are you a priest? Healing spell. Are you a priest?
I'll kill you if I have to. You won't get the best of me.
Still here. All right, what is it? What do you need?
I'll kill you if I have to.
Ah!
priest?
I'm right behind you.
How can I serve you, my Thane? You lead, I'll follow.
you.
Got your back. You lead, I'll follow.
can I serve you, my friend?
Lead on.
know you can afford a septim or two.
Hold on, Gagan.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Plenty of fresh fish for you.
Sorry, yes.
Alms?
It's been hard on her.
Alms for a veteran?
The girl misses her uncle.
Here.
I've tried to explain that Rodvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will.
These are troubled times. Be on your
Ah,
guard.
yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting. Where the dragon attacked? We've heard rumors of death and fire from the skies, but no real news. Then we should soon be selling arrows by the bushel. A sword is no good against a dragon. Aye, but I'll be here in solitude for longer still. Fiata's skill as a fletcher drew me to this place. I wanted to learn. And there is still much of Skyrim I wish to see. I hear there is a city, Windhelm, that is nearly white with, what do you call it? Oh yeah, snow. And far to the west lies a ruin, Volskag. Inside there's said to be a wall, black as night, and it speaks in the ancient dragon tongue. There are wonders in this place I never dreamed imaginable. Good to talk to a fellow traveler.
Fruit, fresh off the boat. You look like you could do with a ripe apple, or a tomato, cabbage, or leek.
I have my ways, but it's not easy these days. The Black Blood marauders have been plundering ships off the coast. A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness. That I do. I had a messenger from Dragon Bridge stop here on his way to the Blue Palace not too long ago. He was very nervous. Mentioned something about needing help. Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you? Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it. Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time. Good luck out there. It seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
Staying safe, I hope.
My position, Dean of History, actually covers a wide range of subjects. I teach poetry, writing, history, and the finer points of court life. Ah, yes, Adonato's new work. Shorter than I expected, but words must be judged on merit, not length. I'll look over this later. Why don't you take this for your trouble?
At this point, I hardly see how your advice would improve it. It's flawless.
Welcome to the
suppose I
Bard's
should return my
College.
papers.
I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you? Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard. Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem. I wish you luck in... finding the verse.
Remember, being a bard isn't just about the music.
You help me. You help people, right? Please. Oh, thank you. My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as the Jarl. No, such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos. All right, then.
You're back. Good. All right, so, did you meet this Motier? What did he want? You're joking. What's this? By Sithis, you're not joking. To kill the Emperor of Tamriel. The Dark Brotherhood hasn't done such a thing since the assassination of Pelagius. As a matter of fact, no one has dared assassinate an Emperor of Tamriel since the murder of Uriel Septim, and that was 200 years ago. No, she certainly wouldn't. And, for whatever reason, she chose to relay Motier's information to you. I don't know exactly what's going on here, if you're the listener, or this is some fluke, or what. But what we now have before us... You're damn right we'll accept it. If we pull this off, the Dark Brotherhood will know a fear and respect we haven't seen in centuries. You think I'd abandon an opportunity to lead my family to glory? But this is all so much to take in. I need time to read the letter and figure out where we go from here. And this amulet. I'm thinking we need that amulet appraised. I want to know where it came from, how much it's worth, and if we can actually get away with selling it. And there's only one man who can give us what we need. Delvin Mallory. He's a fence, a private operator. Works out of the Ratway in Riften. Give me the letter. Bring Mallory the amulet. Find out everything you can and sell it if he's willing. He'll offer a letter of credit. That's fine. Delvin Mallory and the Dark Brotherhood have... history. He can be trusted.
So, you're bringing
Something you need?
protege, eh?
Anything for the guild.
Don't look like much to me.
Oh, I see. Well, you're making friends all over, ain't ya? So, how's Astrid doing these days? Tell her to stop by sometime. We can have a drink. Catch up. Ah, but business, of course. What kind of business? Let's see. Where did you get this? No, don't answer. I don't want to know. This is an amulet of the Emperor's Elder Council, specially crafted for each member. Worth a small fortune. Ain't something you give up lightly. Look, it ain't my business to tell the Dark Brotherhood its business, but if you killed a member of the Elder Council, you better believe. Buy it. This. An Elder Council amulet? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, wait just one moment. Here is a letter of credit, usable by Astrid only, for any service or item I can provide, as per our standard arrangement. You bring that back to your lovely mistress, with my regards.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them.
Good, you're back. Well, what did Mallory have to say? Is the amulet authentic?
The Elder Council?
Oh, now that explains quite a bit. Motier, you naughty, naughty boy. Hiring the Dark Brotherhood to help you rise beyond your station. Delicious. Was Mallory willing to buy the amulet? Splendid. Then we're ready to begin. Or, more specifically, you're ready to begin. After all, you're the one the Night Mother spoke to. Now then, I hope you have something nice to wear, because you're going to a wedding. Well, more like the public reception. It should be a lovely affair. You'll mingle with the guests, eat some cake, stab the bride. Oh, yes, you've got to kill the bride at her wedding. And they say romance is dead. Her name is Vittoria Vici. She oversees the East Empire Company's business holdings in Solitude. The wedding is being held in that city, at the Temple of the Divines. Her death will cause an uproar, which is exactly what we want. Vici is likely to address her guests frequently, as is the wedding custom. Kill her when she does that, and I promise you a significant bonus. Now go, and give my best to the bride. This is a public kill. How you do it is entirely up to you. Arrow to the throat? Knife in the belly? Your choice, so long as it's loud and messy. Because of the current political climate, people are going to assume the murder is related to the bad blood between the Legion and Stormcloaks. In any event, when Vici dies, it's going to be complete pandemonium. Best have your escape route planned out in advance. An excellent question. Vittoria Vici is the first cousin to our dear Emperor, Titus Mede II. Vici has obvious imperial connections. Her husband has ties to the Stormcloaks. Their union is a step toward reconciliation. So if there's a murder at the wedding, not only will it stall the peace process, it will send shockwaves throughout the entire Empire. The Emperor's hand will be forced. He'll have to travel to Skyrim to deal with the aftermath. And he'll find the Dark Brotherhood waiting. He had a trip to Skyrim planned for months, and cancelled at the last minute, much to his cousin's dismay. Seems the Emperor realized his presence would necessitate a more direct role in the ongoing hostilities, a role he was obviously unwilling to take. All that will change with his cousin's murder. Everyone will think it was motivated by the conflict between the Imperial Legion and Stormcloaks. And the Emperor will be forced to come clean up the mess. Off to Solitude with you. Time to give the Emperor some real motivation to visit Skyrim.